Chad, what do you do right now when you're getting started?
Well, actually, I use the same scenario throughout all of elk season when it comes to calling. I like to tell a story. Depending on what stage of the rut we're in depends on how intense I get into the calling scenario. And what I like to do is portray or tell the story of a cow that's walking around the woods. She's lost, just looking for company. Then what I'll do is I'll start putting in a little bit of the estrus wine along with it, just kind of low key. Like she's lost, she knows that the rut's coming on. She's kind of feeling the urges of breeding. And then at that point what I'll do is I'll introduce a smaller bull into the mix. All of my bull calling isn't done towards the other bulls, it's actually done towards the cow, the imitation cow that I have. When I introduce the younger bull into the mix of it, it starts to catch the other bull's attention who may be around the area. Then what I'll do is start throwing in a little bit of the agitated cow. There's a bull that came in that she's not comfortable with him being around her. The other bulls start to hear that and it gets them a little bit more interested in it. Then what I'll do is I'll introduce the small bull back into the mix and then I'll just go totally quiet. So I'll go through the scenario with you. So we've got the lost cow walking through the woods. She's just looking for company. Well, all of a sudden now she just starts feeling the rut kicking in a little bit, so we'd start throwing in a little bit of estrus wine with it. There's another bull around right now. It's already caught his attention and he's looking in that direction. So I'll throw in the small bull along with it. Then after that I'll just go into a little bit more mix of a little bit more estrus wine. That's pretty much the only scenario that I use throughout the early pre-stages of the rut. A lot of times you'll hear people say, well, geez, the third week, I'm going to take the whole third week of September off, the bulls will be screaming. Actually, my favorite time is the first few days of the elk season. Going through this calling scenario, those older bulls, they're already starting to roam. A lot of times they won't come in screaming, they won't even make a noise, they'll just sneak in quiet on you. So when you do that scenario, you best have an arrow on the string and be ready to watch that big boy just sneak in on you.